I would agree and advance a little bit of the thesis that Dr. Mbai is highlighting here, but from first principles. Yeah. The simple question is whether, regardless of the arrangements that we have in our constitution, why do we create these different entities or elements? Why do we create the minority and the majority? If the two can just come together and be something that we don't know whether it's minority or majority, why do we create bodies within parliament and committees that oversight government? Why do we elect one party into government? Yeah. And then, of course, the other party that does not win, what should they actually do? Yeah. Should they just try to join government? Is that our constitutional arrangement, that you either win or you try to join government? I think it's simplistic that we can take such a view, yeah. Especially having worked quite hard as a country to create these institutional arrangements and so on. In fact, my biggest problem when this president was elected, and I was on the and said it, my biggest worry was the executive overreach, and you could see clearly intentions of the executive to run over other institutions. Then we're worried that the executive would run over parliament, that the executive might try to do something shady with the judiciary, and then somewhere along the line we'll really not even have a country in the first instance. Yeah. I think we create institutions so that we actually vest these institutions with very specific functions to do, and I think it is actually responsible to come and say that these institutions or individuals heading these institutions can then have some other arrangements that don't offend our institutional arrangements, and then we accept that is actually the norm. Yeah. And Kenya increasingly we are losing in a major way by not having oversight. I think on one hand, one wonders the responsibility that the president has to his own party in terms of what he promised that he was going to deliver, because we can no longer even recognize his government. Yeah. But on the other hand, like is being said here, and we can actually see it quite clearly here, those who are meant to oversight government, the minority, are now with the majority. They don't even know where they are in the first instance. Mm. That is actually bad for our governance, honestly. These things can only be accepted in a situation where we are saying, look here, we have basically total failure of government and we don't want a collapse. So it becomes an emergency arrangement. But I think under normal circumstances, this particular behavior of ODM to constantly kill the opposition and join the government must be called out. I think Ruto and his government would deliver a little bit better if the oversight institutions were doing their roles. Mm. But we can't actually come here surely and tell the nation that is okay that bodies, entities, political parties that are meant to have oversight roles, can just easily walk on the other side, yeah. and try to deliver what the executive is actually trying to deliver, because